I'm surprised no one else is casting this. JimRising versus Ryu.
Mm.
There's so many good games going on right now, though. It's a tough ask.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's lost already. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death or LE, sporting the ugliest skin in all of StarCraft, playing for Timber Esports, if I remember correctly. He is also representing the great country of Mexico. It is none other than the caster, the streamer, the player. We all know and love him. It is JimRising.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Peruvian Zerg player, the Street Fighter. It is Ryu.
You know why Ryu won that last matchup? Because they went into the Roach versus Roach battles, and Ryu's from Street Fighter. He knows how to fight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ryu's been in the streets fighting.
He's from the streets, you know. He gets down, he gets dirty. That's where he thrives.
Yep.
So, but you know, Jim, like, I don't know how far I want to take it, but he's also from the streets. You know, he's crazy in his own right. He is from Clan Macaco. You know, he's.
That reminds me of a soccer player, Macaco. I don't know where that's actually from, what the clan is about, or anything.
Yeah.
Is it a good clan? Do you know anything about the clan?
If you remember, I believe Macaco is like it's like someone who plays without hands. You know, it's like.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's like a meme. It's like you're playing badly, for example.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like Jim, he's crazy. He's incredibly aggressive. He has his own style. He's a bit of a meme, but he's also like incredibly good at the game. Like that's the other thing that you have to take into account.
A bit of a meme. I would say he's full on meme. But, you know, we'll see what's coming out here. So far, I don't see anything too crazy. There is no link speed, actually, for JimRising. So I lied. There's something crazy going on here.
Yeah. He's delaying his link speed a lot. It looks like he's probably going to go right into either...
he has to go right into roaches.
Yes, he has to go into roaches. So...
He already has 200 gas.
Yeah.
I don't know, but why would you bank up this much gas this early when there's not even a roach warren on the way yet?
Bearing in mind that he did go for a pull first and he actually snuck his links around the map. There is plenty here though for defense for Ryu. He has 4 links and a queen as well. He should be perfectly fine, you know, with good enough micro. Oh my god, he's getting a fast Evo. Wait, what? He's getting a wall? Question mark? Is he going right into... Is he going 2-base Spire?
I have no idea.
This is Jim we're talking about. Is he just going to wall off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can full wall off with just 2 buildings this time instead of 3, which is what you normally need. So I believe this was Jim's pick on map and Death Aura LE. You can definitely plan some things predicated around that wall off right there.
Yep. And so, okay, so we have +1 range on the way. We have this Roach Warren. Because this is Jim, this could be a fake out. Like, he could be getting the upgrade so that his opponent thinks that he's going into roaches when really he's going to base Spire. He's getting 2 more gases. We have to keep an eye on the gases. Because he's also getting a fast lair, like this could be Nidus play as well. Like this could be a lot of things. I'm not too sure what though.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here.
Okay.
I mean, he's getting roach speed.
Yeah, he's getting roaches.
I mean, this is a good idea, but I feel like it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, and he's taking.
I feel like you could have got link speed and all this as well. Right now, he has an extra 100 gas left over, and he can't really produce much.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what he gets as now the lair is done. So we'll see. There it is. It is that Nidus. He's waiting for it. I'm like, yeah, he'll still throw down the Spire.
Why does he have 4 gases? This is so weird to me.
I agree. I think that this is... Personally, I think this is too much gas, but we'll see how this lines up for Jim, and we'll see if he ends up banking gas later on, if if he makes it work.
I'm more professional. I go for this build a lot, like obviously in a different way, but like Roach 2-base Roach Nidus is my favorite play ever. and I do not recognize at all the way he's playing it. And very weird getting 4 gases. You only need 3, so
Yeah,
he's got more gas and minerals right now.
yeah, and maybe he got the extra gases because he got +1 range with this question mark. But we'll see as Ryu, he scouts it, but is it too late?
One spine goes down. Oh my god, he tried to go in the main. You never go into the main. That's never gonna happen. You always go for the third or the natural.
Oh, and now he's going outside.
Far.
Yeah, that's
far he is. Those queens are gonna have to walk a mile.
the problem is that Ryu sees this, and also like after you push out, you have to push up a ramp.
Those queens are gonna take forever to just get over there.
Yeah, we'll see it. Oh, Ryu, his +1 is finishing in 10 seconds as well, so they're gonna be equal on upgrades.
And he's even got 1 Ravager in the mix here. And Defender's advantage is coming into play for Ryu. He is on 3 bases. He's got more Larva. I think it's already too late for JimRising.
Oh my god, and now the extra gas is making sense. We have a follow-up Spire behind this as well. Oh my god.
I mean, I like it, but it doesn't usually work.
He has enough roaches. He's pushing through.
Wow. Ryu did not have the spine in position, and I don't think he was paying attention. You don't want to take that engagement. Even though you're at the top of the ramp, you don't have all your units here.
Yeah.
He does. JimRising has 2 transfuses still.
That
Okay,
he does. One of the transfuses was used, and he does get pushed back. That was actually really nice from Jim. Like, he was pushing through for a while there, but he was pushed back instead. And this is fine. Like, Jim, he has the follow-up. Like, the Spire is about to finish. And he has so much gas. He's banking so much. He's going to make so many mutas when this is done.
Yeah. Oh, he's going for the drop.
Yeah.
I love that. This is inspiring me to incorporate it in my play now.
I mean, I love this, but again, like, because the follow-up is mutas, like, this shouldn't deal too much damage. I think what's important is that because this is going for the main bases, he's gonna spot the Spire. Like he's going to get some kind of information with this, or he should. He should.
+1 is very interesting.
Yeah, again, like, we know that Jim loves his mutas. Like, he loves just going mass muta, and +1 will help with that. Here we go, the mutas are revealed, and Ryu, he's gonna try and end the game now.
That's not enough to end the game. There's already too many roaches for defense here.
Yeah, I mean, he's keeping him busy as the drops are going in.
Oh, I forgot about the drop. Yeah, this drop could end the game. Never mind.
Oh, yeah,
like a handful of roaches? What the heck is that going to do? But yeah, I forgot. There's another handful of roaches over here.
Exactly.
And that should be enough to end the game, I think.
I mean, we'll see.
Oh no, all the overlords that were queued across the map, that could end the game also. That could bring him back.
They got
He has overlord speed. He's go!
Fly
Run
away.
home! Run home! Fly away! I forgot they don't run. Fly away!
Cheese it.
Yeah,
God.
cheese it. Oh my god. It's like, I don't know what video game, maybe the Warriors, where they're trying to get home and they're not going to make it home. Not all of them make it home. God, that's bad. That's so bad. Each one of those is what, 100 minerals? So that's like 400, 500 minerals gone right there. And obviously 20 supply.
Exactly, and because of that, like, so Jim, he lost 15 drones. He lost 15 drones to that drop, which is huge. But at the same time, Ryu, he's not too far ahead in workers like Jim. He's just droning up so heavily behind this. Oh, more overlords. 8 overlords have gone down this game.
God. I don't know what to say anymore. I guess, you know, Ryu, why would you not expect Jim to go mutas?
Yeah, and oh my god, the gases are exposed as well. So to be fair, I like the way that Ryu is like transitioning, but at the same time, Ryu's done this against Jim before in Sentimental Latino, and it just hasn't worked. Like, Jim, his muta control is it can be just so good.
Yeah, I mean, besides the muta control, he knows how to go for mutas. You know, he's knowing what time he got the upgrade already. Mutas are stronger than ever. They've been banking up. He's getting a couple workers here and there, Ryu is, but it's not quite enough to stop these mutas. There's no answer for the mutas. Ryu's getting burrowed roaches, which really doesn't normally work, in my opinion, especially not with mutas out. And Chaos Fate beating Jarpy 2-1. Gosh darn it, all the good ones are gone today.
Yeah, and honestly, when it comes to like these burrowed roaches, I feel like this is interesting because this is something that we haven't seen Ryu do before. So like I think this is something that he's like adapted and he's adding into his play, and maybe it could work. Like there has to be a reason why he's going for this. If we take a quick look at the vision, like there's overseers. I think there's 2 overseers out on the map. So maybe they'll get spotted, but like there's no spores or anything like that. So there's potential. There's potential for the bird roaches.
This is getting weird. It's getting very weird.
Yeah, he's got a group of
weird and dicey.
He's got roaches moving in from the south and the north, so we'll see if they manage to sneak in. Meanwhile, the mutas, they find more damage in the main.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't know. I think these mutas just continue compound interest and just keep going, and he's barely getting the infestation pit now. I think it just finished. Like, what are you gonna do here if you're Ryu? You're gonna hit enter. You're gonna hit GG. Then you hit enter. I don't know what his hotkeys are. Mine's F10N. I think is how you quit the game. I don't know what he does here.
These bird roaches, he killed the queen. That's about it. That's all he's really done. Because JimRising, he didn't go mass muta. He actually has a ground army behind this. If it was mass muta, then sure, but like because Jim has defenses at home, he deals with it. Meanwhile, Ryu, he is behind. He finally finished his lair, so he does have his lair. So he should be prioritizing Vipers. He's got 1 on the way. Like it's all about the Vipers, and we've talked about it before. The problem with Vipers is that you parasitic bomb, but if your opponent has good enough control, they just split. You know, like they just pull
split. But it's still pretty hard. Really, the main thing is you don't split. You just never engage them. Like you don't get close enough for them to hit you.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see how this goes again. Oh my god, Jim, he's gonna get the hat trick. he could, at least.
Oh geez, this is getting rough. I mean, I do like the lurker play here. But where do you go from here? Where do you go from here if you're Ryu?
Yeah, exactly. Because Ryu, if Jim doesn't let him, like Ryu's never gonna expand. He's never gonna get that 4th. Like that 4th was killed once again. Jim, he's up in bases. Yeah,
he's up in bases. He's up in workers. Even up in army count. Oh, he's gonna get those quiz are so juicy and full of juice or whatever they have in them. Parasitic bombs are good, but Jim's too good with the splitting. He'll never die to that.
Oh.
I mean, even if he doesn't split, oh wow, those died. I was just about to say they don't normally die to 1 parasitic bomb.
Yeah. So again, Jim, his splits were good. I think he only lost 2 mutas in the end. So, I mean, he is forced back because his mutas were damaged. So Ryu, he has a little bit of time to breathe. But oh my god, Jim, he's going for the snipe.
He's gonna snipe it. Wow, look at that split. He like split his roaches to mitigate the damage from the lurkers, and yeah, he's just kind of ignoring everything and going for it here. Jim's definitely gonna take out Ryu this one, I believe. At least this game. I don't know about the entire matchup. What does he do here? At this point, all you can really do is like yoink. I would start yoinking mutas, to be honest with you. Parasitic bomb just makes him disengage for a little bit.
Yeah, look at that. Jim immediately, as soon as the parasitic bomb lands, he splits the muta, both mutas. And it's so difficult. It's such a hard situation for Ryu. I mean, it's a good start. He kills the majority of the mutas. You know what that means? That means he can expand. He can take a 4th base. But he's on 2 base economy right now.
Yeah. Wow, this is just, I don't know what to say here. I'm just kind of watching Ryu slowly lose.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a chance, you know? Obviously, he's not going to just GG out when he has a decent economy and a lot of units, but I don't see it. Jim with his own lurkers now. Jim's even getting all the lurker upgrades that are necessary. Muta's still alive. Roach is mixed in. Hydra's for backup.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the Mutalists, their time has come and gone. It just kind of comes down to the upgrades. Like, Jim, his ground army has more upgrades. He has the lurker upgrades as well. So, I mean, we'll see. Nice Parasitic Bomb. I mean, sorry, nice Blinding Cloud, but he just moves.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or does he?
Yeah, I think Ryu may have enough here.
Jim kind of messed up there, heavy.
He's still staying in it. He didn't move. He's
what
not moving.
What the hell is that?
Oh,
he's taking out the other base. Okay, so to be fair, he is taking out the 4th base. So if the 4th base goes down, Jim's on 5 bases right now. Ryu will be on 3.
There's a reason why Jim's known for his mutas control and not his lurker control. There's a reason for that.
I'm probably thinking right now, why the hell did I go lurkers? I should have just masked Muta.
Yeah. So because of that, Ryu, he holds on to all of his bases. He traded so much more efficiently. Despite that though, Jim, he's so rich that he's just kind of brute forcing his way into this. Oh.
Yeah. Jim's not good at avoiding those blinding clouds too well.
Yeah, Ryu, he's holding again, by the way.
I think Jim needs to stop fighting. Jim's up and working.
You're like,
stop
Jim,
attacking.
You're like, Jim, stop. What?
Stop.
Because he's literally
he's going
thrown.
for bro.
He is. The Nidus gets cleaned up. Jim has thrown 2 fights so far. If he throws another, like, and now Ryu's counterattacking.
And when you say 2 fights, he threw 2 armies away.
Yeah, he did.
That combined could have ended the game. I think if he just went for like lurkers and ravagers, he could maybe Kurosabao down another base. And if he just contains Ryu on a couple bases, he's good. But you don't need to take out the economy of Ryu. His economy is already hurting.
Yeah. I agree. Honestly, if Jim had stayed on mutas, I would have favored him a little bit more. Again, like.
And look at this, to the northeast, there's more roaches coming in, and Jim keeps going for attacks, leaving him completely defenseless at home.
Yeah, and we'll see. Okay, look, the lurkers, they aren't in position for Ryu, so maybe Jim can sneak in here and take out the base.
I feel like this base is already mined out. There's not much left here to mine. Ooh, nice yoinks on the Vipers. Okay, Jim's getting a better engagement here. No blinding clouds have gone down, but I believe that's why Ryu scrapped his base, because he did secure his base to the north, and he doesn't really need that base. It was pretty much mined out. Only 9 patches left to mine from. And really what's important here is Ryu taking good engagements and trading efficiently.
Exactly. At the same time, I mean, Ryu, he's denying a little bit of mining here, but there is static defense finally for Jim, so he should be okay. Jim, even though he's taking worse fights, like, he's starving his opponent out. Like, that's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you just contain your opponent. That's all you got to do, really. But we'll see, because Ryu,
yeah.
Go on.
I was just gonna say I like this because Jim's finally staying home and even securing himself another. He abducted the Overlord. Was that even necessary? Oh my god! But yeah, Jim's staying home now. I love it. He's staying home. Maybe leave some lurkers at your exposed bases. Drone up a little bit more. Maybe maybe. Oh, he is. He's going to 90 now. Finally. But that's what he needed. I think he finally realized, or either that or the stream delays catching up, and he heard me tell him how to play. Honestly, I've just been sitting here coaching players for a year and not getting paid. So, I don't know. I'm going to stop calling games. I'm just kidding. I don't do that anymore.
I feel like the problem is that we're getting to the point where Jim, he's maxed out, and typically when you're maxed out, you go for this big attack, and that's where Jim struggles. So we'll still see what happens. Defensively, I still favor Ryu. As the game progresses, Ryu, he's slowly getting a larger army. He's finally catching up on his upgrades. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, Jim's maxed out now, and like you said, he's got to go in for an engagement, but I don't think it's that one. Like, let him re-get that base. It's already pretty nastily mined out. You could just rotate over to that new base that's acquired and mining out, the 4th base. The Yoinkathon goes on.
Oh, God.
And,
yeah, but it looks like they're just so many Vipers for Jim. He's able to yoink so many.
Oh, good blinding clouds. Jim is just outside of the blinding clouds this time. And with that, I think he's going to be able to take out this base and cripple the economy yet again for Ryu. Just about closing out this game. I don't think it's quite closed out yet, unless Ryu recognizes that he's being bled out too hard and White would call it a day, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but also, you know, this is a big game. You don't want to just leave.
Yeah.
Jim's looking solid.
Honestly, I really want Ryu to expand to the right. Like, stop
oh, yeah, I thought he did a long time ago.
Yeah, I think...
Also, if he does that, Jim's just going to shut it down.
I mean, it is a harder position to defend because you don't have the high ground like you do here. Like, that's, to be fair...
And it's very far from your main natural or any other base.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Ryu, he knows that he has to do something. Like, and he's pushing out now, so we'll see.
Oh, I like the roaches coming in here now for Jim. We got a good amount of roaches here, which is just there to tank the hits, and they can take a lot of shots from the Lurkers, if upgraded well enough. The Blinding Clouds were not on point for Ryu. Jim yoinking everything. Even Parasitic bombed one of the Vipers. You don't see that too often, and with that, I think this is the end here. Ryu's low on army. Jim has the massive bank to max. He's got the Viper count. Oh, good Blinding Cloud. Great Blinding Cloud.
Yeah. There's not enough on the ground. Like, it's just the lurkers here for Jim. So another Blinding Cloud and he could get cleaned up, but there's no more energy left on these Vipers. Ryu does back off. Again, like, Ryu, he's always takes like the better fights. Like, even if he has less supply, like he has just better army control, but he just has less army. That's the problem. Like, he just doesn't have the economy to sustain himself. Like, again, JimRising traded so inefficiently there, but he has so much money that he just remaxes. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, he just remaxes and then goes about his day. Now Ryu is going for that northeastern base, I guess just north. But the thing that I was worried about is it'd be so easy for Jim to kill it, but Jim doesn't have an overlord over there. Jim's never looked at that part of the map.
Oh yeah, he has
no
idea.
But he's going for it.
It looks like he's headed towards. I mean, we'll see if he's just gonna head towards the regular base.
Yeah, he's hitting both sides at once. But he notices those drones coming back from over there. He should be able to know something's up if he was paying attention.
Yeah, and it looks like
he sees it.
Yeah, he sees it. He sees everything. Meanwhile, the roaches that were completely pushed away by the lurkers of Ryu, so he did JimRising again, lost a bit of supply there, but GG gets called.
Oh my gosh, that was rough. That was probably the longest ZvZ I've casted in a while.
It's been a while. Oh my god.
That's actually interesting. I never thought about that. ZvZs don't usually go into the 20-minute mark.
Jim, we gotta like just go mutas, man. just go mutas.
Stick to what you know.
I mean, GG, he takes game number 1.
Yeah, he still wins though, so not too bad there. Not too bad at all. What a fun match. Like, I don't know. Jim qualified last time, so honestly, it changes the game now that Cham is seated ahead of time, because before it's like half of the entire bracket was guaranteed to go to Cham. Like, the upper half of the bracket was played out, and only two people come, one from the upper half, one from the lower half, and obviously, when Cham was in there, it's like, okay, anybody in Cham's portion of the bracket is going to lose day 1 and come back day 2. But here it's anybody's game, and there's been a lot of upsets. Turkey Dano beat Yanji 2-0. Chaos Fate beat Jarpy. Eric beat Alexander, which I don't think is a huge upset, but the fact that Eric is still doing good is great.
Yeah, I think the big one that I'm worried about and that I hope is getting casted, there was someone pointing it out, like, I can't believe that no one was casting Yanji versus Turkey Dano. I was hoping that at least the Brazilian caster would cover that. Kyobex, that just kind of makes sense to me, because that's, Brazil versus Brazil. He could be, I mean, I wouldn't blame him if he's following Eric or something like that, for example. But
that's hilarious. I'm looking at the bracket. Now it's Turkey Dano versus Darkness.
Yeah, and that's what I'm kind of worried about, because Turkey Dano versus Darkness, that's a PvP. And a PvP is a kind of coin flippy, like Turkey Dano could take out Darkness in that.
Don't say this. Don't speak of these things.
I'm just saying.
We don't talk like that here.
Look, if Darkness is gonna fall, it's gonna be to a Protoss, and if it's gonna be any Protoss,
Turkey
it's gonna
Dano.
Turkey.
No, don't say if it's gonna be any Protoss. It's Turkey Dano.
It's gonna be a bubble.
I'll stop you there. Turkey Dano is not. If you ask me, who can defeat Darkness in all of Latin America, I don't think anyone would ever say Turkey Dano is the guy for the job.
I'm just saying.
But you're right. It is possible. Turkey Dano is one of those crazy players that could do it.
He's going to come out. He's going to cannon rush Darkness. It's like,
now, to be clear, he wouldn't do it in just a straight up macro game. It would have to be in Turkey Dano fashion.
Oh, 100%. That's the only reason why I'm saying Turkey Dano.
Just for the people out there who don't know, Turkey Dano is a Brazilian player, I believe. He played for the Nation Wars, and he beat someone by cheesing him really hardcore, and he's just really well known for cheesing and being darn good at it. Now, don't get me wrong, he can macro and micro at a professional level, but that doesn't mean you can beat every professional. And Darkness is the professional beat. So we'll see how that goes. Darkness will be there eventually. But for now, we're into something very interesting here. Who is going to take it? We have good players here. I don't know who could take it. We'll see. But spawning in the top right-hand corner on Everdream Ladder Edition, playing for Timber Esports, the caster, the streamer, the pro player, it is JimRising.
And spawning.
Thanos up run over Darkness.
I called
Oh my god.
Mate.
Oh my god. Light, stop talking. Why? Why would you curse us with this?
Oh my god. Pilates, look, we need you. We need you to keep us updated, okay?
What if he's trolling?
We need you to keep us updated. Let us know who is casting as well, who's covering that insane series. Even if it hurts us, we need to know the truth, okay? We need to know. And spotting in the bottom left-hand corner of this ZvZ, we have the Peruvian Zerg player. He's seamless. He is Ryu. All right. So pretty standard openers so far. I was expecting Jim to do something crazy, and he still may. Again, let's bear in mind, last game started with a Nidus, with 2-base Roach Warren Nidus, with a Spire follow-up.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good play. It works. I've done it before. It's not unheard of, so I feel like Ryu needs to read the situation a little bit better. He's a good player. He should be able to beat Jim, but honestly, Jim has slowly became one of the best out of the region now.
Yeah, he's the thing with Jim is that someone like Ryu is a solid macro player. Jim, he can macro and he can also like be pretty cheesy, and like that's what you want. Like as a pro player, you want to be well-rounded enough to do both. And just like, you know, have that kind of diversity. Like that's why Maru is so good, you know. He can macro or he can just 2-rax you, you know. It's like,
yeah. Exactly. Very versatile indeed. I was really into Eon's play there. He was busting out all types of different things.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Jim, I don't know how Jim wins. He's not like just a solid macro player. He's a really scrappy, weird player. I'm hoping, not hoping, but I'm figuring eventually people will get his play style and be able to defeat him all the time. But no, it's not the case. He's doing better than ever. He's been known for mutas for a while too. This isn't a new thing.
Yeah, like what you're saying is essentially what people have been saying about Miyamika for the longest time. Like, no, yeah, people will eventually figure him out. No one ever does. He just does his own thing, and he just does it well.
Exactly. Kind of like Turkey Dano. We always say like, oh, it's Turkey Dano. They know he's cheesing. No way anyone's going to lose. And here we have the best player, in my opinion, in all of Latin America, going down so easily against these people. He's taking out Darkness. Turkey Dano's taking out Darkness. What?
That's the thing.
Crazy.
Like, Turkey Dano, he's very Haas-esque. It's the sense that, you know, he's gonna cheese. It doesn't matter. He's the best at cheesing. Like he knows like the best way to execute something, and you rarely get to practice against it. So like it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
That's why everybody needs a stream where they just practice against cannon rushes for 3 hours straight.
Looking at you, Panda Bear Me. What a guy. See, he's doing the Lord's work right now. People need to tune into his stream, is what we're saying. Yeah,
I tuned in last night when we rated him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Anyway, Jim's the quite fighting.
Yeah. But there's already defensive Banes for you. He might lose a queen, possibly 2. We'll lose 2 queens. That's kind of huge. But the Banes are out. There's a lot of lings here. Jim will get the scout off, though.
Oh, yeah, Jim, he was trying to come into the third base with lings as well. But there were banelings for Ryu. As you said, he didn't lose 2 queens, but he didn't lose anything else. And that's what's important, right? Like, if he wasn't too careful, he could have lost the third base. He could have lost drones as well. Could have gotten really scary. Speaking of scary, 2 bases with a Spire. Because of course. Because it's Jim. That's what he does.
It's Jim. Doing Jim things.
And I love this as well because he has like the regular wall just like last game, and he's got his Evo chamber researching as well. So technically, if you scout this, you could be like, oh, he's doing the same thing. He's getting +1 range.
Yeah. This is pretty good actually. To get that upgrade. Now, is he going to cancel it or let it finish? I think he's going to let it finish.
I mean, it makes sense to let it finish because it's +1 melee.
Yeah.
Like when you go mutas, you want that link support. So yeah,
you need Bane's also as well. So Baneling, yeah, this also help. Actually, this is really good, and I might steal this. If you get +1 melee, you can definitely do damage against small numbers of roaches. But with that, there's a Nidus Worm coming down to the third base for Ryu, and unfortunately, there is no third base for Jim. Oh my God, he popped 2 queens out, and then the Nidus was killed. Mutas are exposed though. Where's the muta? He shows his hand that he has mutas. I don't know how the hell this plays out now.
Yeah, like so the mutas are revealed, but the problem is that Ryu was going for that big like aggressive Nidus push, and it was just completely denied. So now Ryu's opening is a little bit like kind of thrown out the window, and he's just forced to be on the back foot again to the Mutalisks.
Yeah.
Oh God, and I think Jim may like just like start snowballing here. Like I don't know, he's oh God.
It's actually, yeah, this is pretty good for Jim. I think Jim should be able to win this one already. I don't want to call it that soon, though, because we saw Ryu, how long he held and defended and almost came back in that last game. I like this push from Jim here. It's kind of like exactly like you were saying. It's like Turkey Dano and any famous rusher. Like, you know what he's going to do, but you don't know in exactly what way and exactly how to defend it. Like, come on. We all knew he was going for mutas again.
yeah, it's what he does, right? And Ryu, he's actually approaching this a little bit differently. He's got more queens, he's got spores. He is not going for a Hydralisk Den. Instead, he's going straight into Hive, straight into Infestation Pit. Oh God, the spawning pool.
Wow, you don't ever see that thing go down.
Yeah.
Oh, there's too many queens here. Don't take this fight, Jim. Not like this. I was gonna say, what an interesting name for someone from Mexico. His name's just Jim. It's very English, but probably Jaime.
Yeah, I mean his name's Jaime, right? So
yeah, that's what I figured.
It's kind of fitting. Kind of fitting.
It really should be him. JimRising.
There's a reason why on stream they call him Jimena. It's like
Mena. It's a nickname for Jaime, I think. Or is it the last name? I don't know. I'm not very versed in the names, but I've heard it before.
Jimena is like a female version of Jim, like as in like it's a separate name, but it's
yeah, like Jimena. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's mean. Why are you guys so mean to him on stream? Jim's got tough skin.
Yeah, and I was curious because we had the Infestation Pit on the way. I was like, oh, are we going to see like infestors for fungal growth or something? But no, instead, again, we're heading into that Spire. We still have Hydras and Lurkers on the way. I don't know. Like, this didn't work last time. And again, Jim, he's just so good with his harassment.
Yeah, what do you do as Ryu here? He had 4 spores, and Jim took them out one by one. The Hive's already done. The Vipers are on the way. You know, to me, Vipers, I prefer Infestors 100 times because Vipers, Parasitic Bombs really do nothing. Like, we've seen Jim's control. Parasitic Bomb kills 1, maybe 2 mutas each time, which is good because it's free and it consumes a lot of energy, but I just don't think it's the answer.
Yeah.
Paco Mike did take out Terran 2-0, though. That's great. Good news. Someone's still playing narrow and straight.
I think the reason why, like, I agree when it comes to infestors, and that's because if you remember, yesterday we casted Silky versus Panda Bear Me. Panda Bear Me went mass muta, and Silky went infestors. And remember, like, it kind of came down to there was this one moment where a single like fungal growth went down, and then he just chained it, and like all the mutas died.
Yeah, he got way too greedy, and he was trying to like kill off the main base, which who does that? Who goes for the main base kill mutas? And he was so close, but a couple transfuses went down, and then the chain fungal came in. He stayed a little too long.
Exactly. Like, all you need is one fungal, and then that's it. As opposed to like parasitic bomb, where you can split. You can micro.
Yeah, you can shoot 5 at them, and they'll just split their entire army and not lose a single unit. See, like here.
Oh.
Split. As I say that, Caster Curse comes into play.
Yeah, he does split. He does lose a couple of mutas, but
I think he lost like 2 or 3 there in total, but he's making 6 more. I think he was listening on the stream. He's like, you know what? You ducks are right. We need to go mass muta here.
yeah, and I mean, I like this a little bit more. Again, like the last game, Jim, his engagements, they were rough. They were incredibly rough when it came to like trying to go lurker against lurker. Mass muta, I feel like fits him a little bit more. Like this is something he's a little bit more comfortable with. But we'll see.
And the splits.
Oh.
He split, but that one stayed too close into the the parasitic cloud.
Uh-huh.
The what would you even call that? A parasitic cloud? It would be the parasitic cloud, I guess. I don't know. English is rough. We're just gonna cast in Spanish now. That wouldn't be rough at all.
El parasitic cloud.
El bomba parasitico.
Oh god.
Obviously, we're not native Spanish speakers. In case you couldn't tell, I wouldn't even know any of the units' names.
Marine.
Marine. Zerglings. It's still Zerglings.
La cucaracha. Hey, we got that. We got that.
We got that one. That's about it. Mutas. I don't know how you say that in Spanish. The mutas. Los lurkers. I don't think anything really has its own Spanish name besides roaches.
Yeah. And I mean, so far, like, again, it's just been Jim harassing with his Mutalisk. He's basically taken his section of the map, well droned up, 83 workers. Meanwhile, Ryu, he's kind of struggling a little bit to take another base, but he will finally take this 4th base.
That parasitic bomb looked weird. It like hit and then it popped up like an umbrella. It seemed like it had a delay.
And
Okay,
meanwhile,
Darkness Turkey Dano 1-1.
Okay, all right. Darkness, he's fighting back. He's getting back in there. And I kind of brushed over it, but it's really exciting to see Paco Mike like doing well again. You touched on it, like he had a really wow. Paco Mike had a really hard time in summer. Like he again really unlucky. He ran into Cham, he ran into Eggs, like. He just did not have a good season, but it's really cool to see him doing well today.
Yeah, I'm very happy for it. Blitz, perfect.
Oh god, it's like the cloud is like glitching out.
Yeah. See, that's what I saw earlier. I think there's something weird with the clouds going on right now.
Yeah.
That was funny. That one was so low health that Jim just let it die. And oh, no, what? Oh, God. Like, why are you flying back through it? It still does damage. I think he can one-shot these queens, but the parasitic bomb.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
God. And see, even with like 2 parasitic bombs chained on top of those units, still nothing killed it.
That's the thing, right? It like only a handful of mutas went down. I will say that like what's important is that Ryu got a 4th base, and now this is the first time we're seeing Ryu get up to like max out supply against Jim. And now I kind of favor his main army. Like because he's maxed out, eventually Ryu's just gonna push out.
Oh, here it comes, and yeah, I completely agree. These lurkers, as soon as they siege up, it's game over. But if Jim can use all these banelings, banelings are really good against hydras. So if he banes all the hydras, eliminates majority of the hydras, then he goes in with the mutas. Lurkers can't shoot up.
Exactly, they cannot shoot up. It's all about the control right now, and this is always a hard thing to do when you're going Hydra Lurker. Like you have to make sure that the lurkers deal with all the banelings.
Yeah, and I think Jim's trying to either get rid of these mutas here, or no, he's not. He's making more. He's just buying time. He's just buying time on the other side of the map.
You think Jim's gonna not make mutas, mate? This is what he does.
I thought, yeah. Well, last game he stopped for a little bit, so I thought he wasn't going mass mutas. But it's Jim. That's how he mind game Ryu. He didn't go mass mute his whole game.
But now that's all he's doing.
On point.
Yeah, and he's going to be able to take out all these spores, forcing the army back. And again, this is just what Jim wants. This is delaying the push so much. Jim, he's finally going to get ultras, and with ultras, then you can finally engage the lurkers.
Yeah, and Jim is also maxed out, so he's going to want to use his Living Bane here to push in, which he's actually doing right now. It kind of all got shut down, though, but he literally just needs to get rid of his supply as much as possible. Not as much as possible, not throw everything away, but he needs some room for the Ultralisks. And if I was Jim, he has so much minerals banked up, I would just make a whole bunch of lings as much as I can and go for that base kind of like to the south in the center of the map. That one right there, yeah.
Yeah, but
Jalisco.
It looks like
oh my god, I'm loving these names.
La Flapa? What? Las Flapas, they're coming in. Oh god.
Oh my god. All right, here we go. Big engagement coming through. Oh my gosh. This is about exactly how I expected it to go.
Oh, all the banelings went down. Every single baneling went down, and now I don't think there's enough here. Like, the Ultras Cavern finished, but it's too late.
Yeah, he needed just a little bit more time, but it wasn't enough time. Look at the army supply. More than double in favor of Ryu. Oh my gosh, the Banes, they could get a good connect here. Oh no, that was it. That was it.
That was
the last Banelings.
That was all that Jim had. All the Mulas are gonna go down.
GG. Another ace match. One more ace match before we get into it. And I believe after this, we are getting into the qualifying match, which is a best of 5.
Yep. Qualifying match will be a best of 5. Again, it's kind of up in the air who it's going to be, as Darkness and Turkey are tied up.
Paco Mike is already waiting his opponent in the semifinals on the lower portion of the bracket. Right now, it is between Yasic, I don't know who that is, and the Zerglord. I'm assuming the Zerglord will win because he's a very good Brazilian player. And then it'll be the Zerglord versus Eric, and the winner of that goes up against Paco Mike. So it's going to be, inevitably, I believe, Brazil versus Mexico in the lower bracket.
YSCH is Chaos Fate, the Peruvian player, the Peruvian Terran player.
Oh, that's Chaos Fate? Oh, okay.
Yes. But I agree.
Then I don't know. He might beat the Zerglord.
He definitely could. I don't think he's favored, but you know, if you can take out Jarpy, then maybe.
That's what I was gonna say. He took out Jarpy, so I don't know.
Exactly.
But we haven't seen much of Jarpy. We saw him in the that first comeback tournament, where he said he was playing like World of Warcraft for a while or something like that. I don't remember exactly what he was playing, but he said he was gone and he'd only been playing for like a week, and he made a very far run in the rebirth of Chile, and then he kind of disappeared, in my opinion. We didn't see too much of him, and now he's back doing pretty decent. So that one's also anyone's game, but the main point is we're gonna have someone from Mexico qualify here today. I hope.
Yeah. It's possible. It's possible.
Paco Mike should qualify.
I mean, to be fair, if Paco Mike can take out Eggs, I think Paco Mike can take out Eric. I think Eggs and Eric are kind of comparable.
Exactly.
So,
Eric is another one that's if like hit or miss.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of up in the air there in like the southern half of the bracket. Everywhere really. It's like again, we're tied up here. Either one of these players could come out as well.
Yeah, like all these games, as Corky just said in the chat, all these games are going to game 3, and I just don't get it. Not that it's a bad thing, but just the way statistically this is set up, it should not be this close of a matchup. Everyone in Latin America is pulling out all the cards. They've been practicing, they've been training, they're ready, they're here, they're pulling all the moves out, and now that brings us here to the ace match. Ice and Chrome LE, the winner of this game, goes on to the qualifying match against Darkness, I believe, the best player in Latin America. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we are looking into the main base of the blue Zerg player representing Mexico and Timber Esports. It is the beloved, we all know him, it is JimRising.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE, we have the Peruvian Zerg player representing himself as he's teamless somehow, someway. It is Ryu.
It really feels full circle to be casting Ryu once again in a DreamHack.
Yeah, and I mean, regardless of who wins here, and even against like the winner of Darkness versus like Turkey Dano, for me anyway, I feel like Ryu and JimRising, they're players that should qualify regardless. Even if it's not today, like there's Qualifier 2, there's Qualifier 3 as well. Like these are the guys that we want to be looking out for. Like these are some of the best Zerg players in the region.
You say that, but Eggs is already out. Who else is Eggs is out, so he's gonna get a spot eventually. Yanji's out. He's gonna be a good competitor. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's pretty much all the big upsets, but I feel like there was another upset in it that we're missing. Destan's out,
yeah.
so he's gonna have a spot. And then anyone who doesn't make it through today is gonna come back again.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Like when we look at Latin America, there's only 5 qualifying spots, and there's like a solid like 8, 9, 10 players. So it's like
5 or 6.
5 because I think it's 2 qualifier 1, 2 qualifier 2, and then 1 qualifier 3.
What? Is that new?
Because of the seeding, because Shame got seeded, so there's like one less.
Oh, so ESL decided to screw us a little harder. That's great. Like, no, you guys took up too much time. It was fun, but we're just gonna give you an extra seating and like cancel it for someone else.
Yeah. I mean, Darking in the chat, if you can confirm, I think qualifier number 3 only has 1 spot. Yeah, we'll need some confirmation on that one, but yeah. If so, it like makes it even harder for Latin America.
I'm just gonna dedicate my life to working for ESL and grinding and going up in the ranks just so I can give Latin America a better seeding for the ESL Pro Tours and all that stuff. This is ridiculous, man. Latin America probably is like, if they really tapped into it, this is a whole new market I feel they're sleeping on. Like the viewers that they could get from this if they had dedicated, like, you know, who is the dedicated streamers for Mexico? We don't have like the Australian studio that you went to. Do they have one of those for Latin America? I don't think so.
They don't, but they should, honestly.
They don't even have like a Latin American ESL stream.
Exactly.
Like there should be a channel dedicated to Latin America.
Yeah, like just because of how large the region is, like Australia is very small in comparison, but we have a studio. Like fucking Latin America should have a studio too, right? Like it's doesn't make much sense, but yeah. It's rough. Anyway, we got 2 base meter again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Polaris with the update. Thank you. All has been restored. Darkness 1.
Oh. Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll
Good
worry
on
for
you,
a second
Dano. Thanks for not winning.
All is right in the world. Darkness advances, and Darkness will be waiting for the winner of this series. One of these 2 Zerg players. Regardless, it will be a Zerg player. And we were just pointing it out. So Jim, he's doing the exact same thing he did last game. He went for a fast +1 melee, going for that fast lair, going for the Spire. This time he's getting a faster 3rd base though.
Yeah, faster 3rd base, which is good. You know, there's no early aggression. Like Ryu, please, you have to know this is gonna be mutas. Even if he took a 3rd base, it's gonna be mutas. He's making roaches out.
He's making roaches. They're making a spine as well. I'm a little bit scared. He's going for an Nidus play again. Ryu.
Okay.
This could work. This actually could work.
I don't think so. The muta's already it's done, and by the time the mutas come out, that's when the knives will be going down, and the mutas will be fast enough to catch it anywhere that it's at. He's got a good spread of overlords as well. Unless he sees, look at that. In the center of the map, kind of lower center, he's got that one overlord trying to go in. Overseer, actually. And it's going to be seen the whole time. So I don't know where he expects to drop a Nidus down at that it won't get taken out. Oh, he fakes the, oh, not fakes, but he's going for +2 melee attack. The mutas are out, and the Nidus is going down to the north of the third base. Northeast. Actually, it's too late. It's going to go down. This might work.
It kind of depends on how many queens are going to be with this. Like, if there's a decent amount of queens, then he's going to be fine against the mutas. And,
oh my god, that's plenty. That's plenty of queens, and that's not, oh my god, he's even bringing, oh my god, this is all in. He's bringing, he pulled the boys.
Yes!
He's putting down spore crawlies. He's only got a handful of roaches, and now he's got 6 spores going down. He's got a whole bunch of queens. A few transfuses in here. Is it enough? There's 2 more queens that pop out. I think he's done it. I think Ryu's gonna take out Jim.
Is he? The transfuses are so good. There's no more left. All the mutants are gonna go down, and the spores are finishing.
Oh my god. He's got to ban his third base. He cannot take this.
Oh my god.
Ryu's doing it in such a fashion, in such a way. This is exactly how you hard counter the mutas.
Exactly.
Ryu was probably holding this on to the last minute. He's like, I gotta play for Jim in game 3.
Exactly. Like, I know what he's gonna do. I know he's gonna go 2-base muta, and this is exactly how you counter it. Spores are the best anti-air you can have against mutas. And Jim, he was even like, what's he gonna do against this? Like, he's trying to find an avenue with the mutas, but oh my god.
I wish we could see Jim's face right now, but we cannot. And with this, Ryu is going to advance and play Darkness now. I will not get my dreams of having a Mexican player qualifying here today, possibly. At least not from Jim. He should qualify tomorrow, but I mean, Ryu has nothing stopping this. He's getting an infestation pit, taking the queens back home. I think he's had enough. Ravagers, 5-6 Ravagers on the way. He's going to pop back out and maybe go for some counterattack again. Well, I guess not a counterattack, but continue the aggression.
Yeah,
he's got so many spines.
Yeah, Ryu, he can't break Jim right now. But the thing is that Ryu, like, he did the damage. He killed the third base. He was able to kill or knock down the mutalist count. And defensively, he's fine. He's on 3-base economy. He's got spores all over the place. Like, whenever he wants, he doesn't have to commit it. He's got to try and get back into the Nidus. Oh, he gets body blocked though. And now Jim, like, he's able to clean this up. He's going to be going on the counter attack. Like, he's going to be able to get his third base, but he is behind. He's behind the economy. He's behind a little bit in the army as well. Like, Ryu, he's in the best position he can be, but Jim, he's not stopping mutalist production. Again, it's gonna come down to that situation where how can Ryu deal with the mutalists?
Ryu went for the infestation pit a long time ago, so I want to see infestors. We know Ryu does not like infestors. He's not going to go for him. He's going straight into hive. I think the answer here is have a boatload of queens and just defend until you get your maxed out lurker army that you won with last game. Oh wow, why do you have to kill that giant beast, that abominable snowman?
I know, right? Poor thing.
I forgot what those things are called, but nonetheless, that was a war crime. He was innocent.
Exactly. He was not a part of this battle at all.
At all. Or maybe he was. He was a spy. He deserved it. Yeah, but this is looking rough. I think Ryu just defends and holds off and continues to take advantage of his lead until he gets his maxed out army.
It's one of those things where at the moment Ryu has the lead. He has to make sure he maintains that lead. It's on Jim to try and find some cracks in that armor, you know, to try and find some chinks and try and like find like some gases or, you know, stuff like this, like a couple of workers here and there. Like, he needs to try and get back into this.
Viper's huge. Run, Viper, run! Oh, there's that Viper didn't even have a chance.
Yeah. Like, this is more than Jim could have hoped for. A free Viper, that's huge.
It's huge, but I don't know if it's enough.
Yeah, he's gonna chip away and get a couple more free roaches here as well. Maybe he can chip away at this new base, but the queens are in position. There should be enough queens to defend it.
Eventually. Oh, there's a lot of overlords exposed. This is really bad, actually.
Oh, another Viper! He gets
another Viper. Jim's getting all types of damage out of this stuff.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, Jim... Oh, another Viper! He's diving on it!
Jesus Christ. Ryu, just have your queens right where the Viper's gonna pop out, please.
Oh my god. This is what I mean. Like, Jim, like, this is where he thrives. He was born in the mutalist. This is where he was raised. Yeah.
But Ryu's going for a counterattack, and other than these spine crawlers, I don't see much here that can stop this.
Well, the problem is that with this counterattack, there's only 5 Hydras. So Jim, he can just dive on this, kill the Hydras, and kill everything with the mutas.
And that's exactly what he's going to do. I think Jim's actually coming back now. He's been finding the damage with the Muse. I didn't think he was going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
How the hell is Jim pulling this off?
Yeah, like, look, I'm telling you, like, muted control, that's where he excels, and he was able to kill 3 Vipers. So even though Ryu rushed Infestation Pit and rushed Hive, he lost all 3 of his Vipers. Like, that's such an expensive loss.
Yeah.
Like, everything you invested in was for nothing because of that. And now, like, Ryu's, it's kind of even. Like,
I think Ryu's still going to win, though, because he's still up to 10 workers. He already has his 4th established. Jim is only on 3 bases. And Ryu now has the proper defense here. He's got the Spores. He's got some Vipers out, I believe. He does have 2 Vipers out already. And he's got the Hydra count to defend, but he's been... That was bad. Never mind.
There was a massive healing runway. At the same time, all the queens are going down. I think 5, 6, 7 queens go down to the Mutalisk. Meanwhile, the ground army of Jim is going to fall, but not before those 19 drones went down. So Jim, he has equalized. We are equal on workers, equal on bases as well. So I
think Ryu can still win if he goes across the map right now. Look at the army count. He's got more than double the army. All Jim has, looking at the units tab, he's got 13 mutas. That's it for army.
Yeah, I agree.
He can take out everything with the roaches faster than these mutas can take anything out. And there's a huge Ryu, you got to go for it. You got to do some counter damage.
He's going back home because he lost all those queens. Like he needs the Hydras at home to defend against the mutas. Like if the Mutalisk counterattack, then Ryu kind of has to go home. If the mutas go home for defend, then Ryu can attack. But yeah, like look at this. There's only 1 Spore here. Like if Ryu left, like this entire base is dead. God, don't leave.
I think he should have gone for the base trade.
Oh my god, and at the same time, we have a Ling run back here at the 4th base. More drones are going down. Like, Ryu, like as I said, like, Ryu, all he has to do was defend, but, oh god, he even takes out one of his own. Oh
my god.
Oh, who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
It's me.
No! Okay, you're back.
Oh my god.
Yoda, I understand that what transpiring is hard, but calm down, Yoda. You gotta stay in this.
Oh my god. I can't take it anymore. I'm disconnecting my internet. No, I have no idea what the hell that was. That's so awful.
Oh god, it's okay. It's okay. You're back. We're back. And again, Ryu, he's still ahead. Like he still has a bigger army. But Jim, he's doing so well right now. Like getting back into this game.
Yeah, I cannot believe Jim's pulling it off like this. I honestly, Jim's great. No, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Not to bash. That's weird. Not to bash Jim, but Ryu, I think this is more of Ryu slipping up than Jim playing really well because he had all the tools to defend. He had the advantage. And he just kept slipping up. He threw all his queens away to the mutas. He did not have his hydras in the right place. He had a bunch of overlords out getting killed. He's not been defending against these banelings at all. And and he also lost all those vipers.
Mm-hmm. And again, this like kind of goes to show why, like at the highest level of play, like especially early on, it's really difficult to call things early because like players there's always a way to come back into the game. Like even right now, even though Ryu has the better supply, like if these Vipers get caught out and if they get focused down, like Jim can deal with this army. Like if the Vipers like one slip up and if they just go down without any power bombs, like oh my god. But regardless, like Ryu, he has such a large army here and he has everything he needs to end the game.
Yeah, okay, this is what I was waiting for. Like I would love for Jim to win just because, Team Mexico over here, but Ryu had all the tools. He had the army, he had the upgrades. I feel like he deserved to win this one. And with these parasitic bombs now, there's no more mutas here, or no more hydras here really for the anti-air, but I don't think there's enough mutas and lings to take out what Ryu has here. And he's making 10 more hydras. They're going to come across the map, and he's even going to take out everything left here. And just like that, Ryu somehow pulls it back. I didn't want him to lose, but, we're good. We're good here.
GG, well played. Ryu takes down Jim and will advance to face Darkness in the qualifying match.
And I kind of called it also. Someone in the chat, Polaris, just let us know that I was gonna say TZL. The Zerg Lord lost
To Chaos.
To Chaos Fate. I knew Chaos Fate had it in him. Chaos Fate seems like he's been playing good today or something. But yeah, man, that was all fun and games. You know, Ryu, JimRising, wow, big exciting ZvZ. But now Ryu has to face Darkness.